Welcome back, YouTube. General Soul back with Star Ocean First Departure R.
You know, I've never heard of anything like a hidden door in this temple.
We've got to trust in her, Ashley.
Please forgive me for surprising you. Could you please put your sword away? I do not intend to fight you.
My goodness, a young Featherfolk.
My name is Joshua. You must be Ashley, hero of the demonic wars. It is an honor to meet you.
Oh, stop it. I'm not that amazing.
All right. In that case, Ashley, could I request your assistance? I believe I have found a hidden door up above this wall.
Can we trust you on that?
Yes. There's a large boulder blocking the door, and regrettably, I lack the strength to move it.
Well, let me see it. This might be a bit tricky for a one-armed old man like me.
Can you move it?
Well, just watch.
Wow! You did it! Thank you so much. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go on ahead.
He's gone.
He sure is.
That young man looks like a symbology user to me, but I'm not sure he's safe by himself. Now then, the old tales say the Eye of Truth is stored in the deepest, most remote part of the entire temple.
So we just have to explore as deep inside as we can then, right?
You got it. I can't help but be concerned for that Featherfolk we ran into, though. He seemed to be in a bit of a rush, but I hope he's not completely unaware of the danger he's exposing himself to.
Well, I don't want to see him die helplessly in here. Let's go find him.
I second that.
So the big difference is if you came here with CS instead of Ashley, Eosha would have immediately joined your party. You can still get Eosha with Ashley, but we got some work to do. For the most part, every enemy that we have in this dungeon is exactly the same as in the front part of Purgatorium. I'm just going to show them here just so that there's some action other than me just exploring. Otherwise, there's no battles at all in this video. So, as soon as we start, go through the upper left door, hit this switch right here. That will open the upper right door. Then go through there. And then you can see that there's a doorway to the right by the blue light. And go into this door just north of us. You will see me pause like this because I am following a guide because I am blind at this point. I don't know what to expect at all. Both of these pedestals have crystals that will give you 50 skill points for each party member. So grab them. We're getting to where most of our skills are getting used up, but we're also getting to where some skills are getting quite expensive. But many skills are getting maxed out now.
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
Once you have your 2 skill or your 100 skill points, return back to the main chamber or this chamber here and go through the door to the north. And we have a puzzle here. So, the red orb is an enemy. The green orb will teleport you to a green orb. The blue orb will teleport you to a blue orb. The orange orb will teleport you back to this beginning, like so. That's the orange orb. I need to grab the green orb so that we can get this chest. And we get a frog head. That appears to be a piece of armor headgear that can be equipped by anyone. Because remember, Ilya cannot equip any helmets that we've run across so far. But I decided to see if she could wear the frog hat, and she can. So we put that on her for a little bit more defense. Once you have the frog head and you equip it to whoever you want, use the green orb to teleport back, and then teleport using the blue orb. Unfortunately, the green orb decided to follow me back down, so I went back in it, but blue orb will get you up on this platform to go through the door. Go all the way to the left. Again, you're seeing me hesitate because I'm scrolling down on my guide to get to what I need to do next. Go down first. You can see a door just a little southwest of us. Inside the door, you have another couple of platforms for another 100 skill points for everyone in your party. Unfortunately, this does not transfer over to future party members. But if you are playing with Ceus, then your new party member, if you decided to gain him, Eosha, is getting these skill points. If you didn't decide to get Eosha with Ceus, then it doesn't matter. I do plan on getting Eosha. So, alright. Come through this door.
Is that Yoshua?
We gotta help him!
So basically these were the mini bosses from the pirate hideout. Now we have 3, and we are strong enough to take them out like they're nothing. They're a little bit harder than the enemies we've been fighting, but they're still not going to be a challenge for us.
Guess it really was that simple.
That was a close call.
Thank you all so much.
I don't know if I would call you courageous or not, but I do know that wise is certainly not the word I'm looking for. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself now? It's going to get a lot rougher from here on in.
Well, I'm looking for my sister. We have been separated since childhood. I somehow managed to survive being thrown off a cliff, but my parents were killed, and they took away my sister. I don't even know if she's dead or alive. I can never forget it. I can't get it out of my mind. That overwhelming sense of doom, that shield with the crimson seal. There couldn't be more than one of those in the world.
A shield with a crimson seal?
You know him?
No. I shouldn't say more until I'm sure of it.
Oh, I see.
You must be searching for the Eye of Truth, so you can find your sister and her kidnappers. Would you mind traveling with us?
Oh, of course not. In fact, I'd love to.
Eosha is not a permanent party member yet. He is a temporary member, but you can control him. He is a mage, so he's got offensive spells and healing. So finally we have a healer. Okay, so we want to hit both green orbs first to get the 2 chests here. There's a ring of resistance there, and I'm going to go ahead and equip Oh, we got a lunar talisman too. So I'm going to put a ring of resistance on. Well, I'm going to put the lunar talisman on Roddick and the ring of resistance on Ilya. And we don't really need the pickaxe anymore, so I'm kind of like, Sacrificial doll is good for if I'm going to die. Necklace for higher evade. But let's do the talisman for more defense. And I'm going to leave Eosha the way he is. I did off camera spend all of his skill points. His determination is not maxed. So you will need to give him points to determination after this. Anyway, that green orb gets us to that chest for a resurrection elixir. Now, what we need to do here now is there is a door to our left. You need to avoid the orange orbs, and I just ran right by it and got into a fight. Come back around, and I went through it, but the game decided I went around it instead. But that door there, run all the way to the end, and there'll be a door to our north right here. And up the stairs is another door with a switch inside. The switch we need to hit. Once you've hit the switch, return back to the chamber with all the orbs. There's a door on the right side, and that one is a harder one to get to because you have to avoid everything. I actually was able to get through no problem my first time, which I'm shocked at. Mostly because they kind of sit there for a second. I was absolutely okay with being teleported to the beginning, so just try to avoid everything, and here's our door. And just like with the other door, head to the right for a door, and then there's a switch. Now, we want to head back to the previous, with the room with all the orbs, and we want to hit the blue orb so that we can teleport to the exit. Those two switch basically unlock the door. So the blue orb is right in front of us, so we just need to go up to it, and now we can go through this door. Alright, so use the save if you wish. I did. We're not quite at the boss, so don't prepare for the boss yet. We still got some exploration. Oh god. Okay, this one's a little bit of a puzzle. First, find the correct blue orb. Try to avoid the red orb, but find the right blue orb that we need. This is not it. So, is it this one? Yes. Take this blue orb then, and then move to the green orb, and we can take this chest. And we get a mineral that we need to appraise. Return back to the bottom floor. Now we need to get the correct orange orb. Well, there's only one orange orb. So... Damn, red orb grabbed me just as I was about to get it. There we go. And with that, enter the orange orb, which will take us over here. Go to the one on your left, and that will take you to the door. Okay, take the door on the right first. Inside is another 2 platforms for another 100 skill points for all characters, including Eosha. After you've spent your skill points, go to the left door. The pedestal on the right is a heal crystal. Replenish all your HP and MP. Before you then go back to the hallway, and before you go in this middle door, prepare for a boss. So, strategies. Set the 2 characters you're not using that are melee, set them to protect friends, and set Eosha to do whatever it takes to win. Eosha will cast attack spells on enemies, and your party members will go after anyone that goes after Eosha, and then you can do whatever you want. And that is essentially all you need to do for this fight. So we start the fight surrounded, so we're stunned. Since your party members will go after anyone who goes after your healer, focus on whatever you want. You can either help with that or you can focus on other enemies. I decide to focus on other enemies. Eosha will use one of the two spells that you've given him to use, and your other two party members should be protecting your healer. And if the party needs to get healed, he does have a party-wide heal spell that he can use. And kind of like the old school Tales of games, whenever he uses a spell, it does stop combat for a second for the animation. Just continue hacking away. Go ahead and use your skills. And within no time, you should be done. And there's going to be a lot of story. Follow my dialogue options when we leave this dungeon to recruit Eosha if you want him. I am going to recruit him. I'm going to end the video here. If you're enjoying the walkthrough, drop a like. Feel free to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys next time.
I think this is as far as the temple goes.
Certainly seems like the appropriate place.
What's with this wave of energy I feel here? Judging by the technology in this room, it practically looks like it's from our own world. Maybe a bit different, but there still shouldn't be anything like this on Rogue.
She's right. The entire room's filled with some sort of force.
Are you all right?
Oh, what happened?
Leave this chamber at once. There is nothing here for the cruel and selfish.
You don't have to be so hard on them, do you? Would you be able to return from whence you came? To your homes in Roke, and to those in another world?
How do you know that?
Well, come on, look at you two. Your temporal axes have been sealed off from the rest of the world. I mean, you're sticking out like a sore thumb.
Ugh, stop talking like that. Why must you keep borrowing bad habits from people?
Are you the runes? The original inhabitants of this land?
You know them?
I know of them. This is the first time I've ever met one in person, though.
Huh? Color me impressed. If anyone's aware of us at all, it's usually just as the source of all magic.
I have come in search of my sister. We've been separated from each other. If you see that as selfish, I'm afraid there is nothing more I can say. But I promise you, I hide nothing in my heart. I come to you with my soul laid bare.
She's not here.
I hear of an eye of truth that allows the bearer to see anything he desires. Are you saying you do not have it?
The Eye of Truth? Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
The legend's still being passed down.
Sounds like the story's drifted a little, though.
We have nothing like that in this chamber. But you are on a search of your own, are you not? O visitors from another world?
Yes.
For someone the same as you?
Yes. A man and a woman.
That we should be able to handle. If they are someplace where magic exists, we can feel the dimensional conflicts their temporal axes give off.
You can?
Just do not disturb this place any longer. That is our sole request. A land blanketed in fallen leaves. I feel a disturbance in one of the towns there.
A land blanketed in fallen leaves? That must be the Van Kingdom.
We've kept our end of the agreement. Now you must never come here again.
Guess we'll have to head for the Van Kingdom then.
Seems that way.
That was a bit of a detour, but I think it was helpful for us.
I think so too. And now we know where Millie and the captain are. More or less.
Indeed. I am glad to hear they're safe and sound in the Van Kingdom. Now we just have to hurry over and find them.
Sounds good to me.
To Van, then!
Right. What about you?
I will continue my search for my sister. I bid you farewell, then.
Wait! What do you think about coming with us?
I do not think I'd be anything but a burden to you.
No, Yoshua, you would be a tremendous help to us.
Your convictions are strong and persistent. I can feel them. They are impossible for me to ignore. I am traveling to avenge my sister. This means I will have to fight sometime, and I may have to involve you. Are you still sure you want me to join you? All right. Then let us travel together. I think I'm going to enjoy this.
Let's head for the Van Kingdom. Wait, speaking of which, how are we supposed to get there?
Over in Trop, there should be a ship that sails for Ekdart. We'll need to travel southwest to get there. That'll be the starting leg of our trip. We need to reach Silverland first.
Then let's head for the port.